I know it's been a while. I've been playing the game. I just haven't had that much time to, make a concrete video explaining what I was doing with the Dark Magician deck, especially with the new support that came out. But well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Diamond 4 Dark Magician, pure Dark Magician deck that, your boy came up with for the last season, which was probably the most the hardest season that Master Duel has ever introduced, especially with the addition of Sprite. Matt Mech was running crazy. Runic is just NPC cards. But beside all that, I wish I played the game a little bit more. I think there was possibility for me to make it the Diamond 1, but who knows, maybe this season. Very simple 45 card deck. I tried it at 40. It's not enough card. I tried so many different numbers of cards to make it as consistent as possible, and ultimately 45 was the perfect number. Maybe sometimes 46, 47 if you want to add an extra Dark Ruler no more, or even triple tactic. So 2 Dark Magicians, of course. The Veiler, Veiler at 1. I had it at 2 for a little bit. 1 seemed to be fine, especially if you add Skill Drain and Dark Ruler no more. You don't have too many cards that are negating effects, and then you just open up with a lot of bricks. So the basics of the deck was to put up a board that would stop your opponent from doing too much crazy things, and also being able to play against the crazy thing, which makes Dark Ruler no more and triple tactic kind of very viable, because they would set a board and activate stuff, and Dark Ruler no more would sometimes you just play it and they scoop, because I can't play no more. Can't play all these monsters I just summoned, especially when it came to Sprite. So beside that, you also try to get the Dragon Knight. This card is actually a lot better than what people think. It gets you a free monster on the field a lot of the time. It can also force negates. Yeah, maybe if they activate Maxi, give them an extra draw, or maybe even 2, because they're gonna fuse afterwards. But it's definitely one of the best cards in the deck, in my opinion, to my United Dragon. It serves some OTK as well if you get Masters of Chaos. The one Dark Magician Girl, the one Magic Karibo is just good. A lot of people don't like it. They think it's brick, but I can't tell you guys how many times this card saved me and got the bricks out the deck extremely fast. This take a little bit of damage. However, especially if you're going against the Life Twins, they do that 500 damage thing. Boom, you can use this card. You get Dark Magician Girl out, you're not going to draw into that shit. You get Dark Magician out, you're not going to draw into that. So it helped a lot. Maxi, the best card in the game, probably. Always gotta play it at 3, unfortunately. 1 Ash, a lot of people say, yo, 1 Ash. Yeah, 1 Ash. If you get it in hand, you get it. A lot of the times what Maxi is going to, how Ash is going to help is when you're drawing, because you want to draw a lot of cards with Dark Magician. Because you need more cards. You don't have 1 card combos like most of the decks nowadays. So you draw into it. Sometimes you set something and you have Ash in hand, and maybe the Ash just wins the game. Or you have it in opening hand, and it just helps. At 1 Ash, drawing into 2 Ash, or starting your hands with 2 Ash, most of the time Dark Magician players will lose instantly if they draw into too many hand traps, because you definitely need a minimum, big minimum of 2 cards, 2 Dark Magician cards, like Illusion or Soul Illusion, or you need 2 cards for Dark Magician to get shit popping, because people play hand traps, so they're gonna stop one, and then the other one might not even be enough. You might just have to set something past, or unfortunately. 3 Chaos, only 2 prep. 3 is very clogging when you draw into 2, and yeah, you can get them out, and but Illusion of Chaos is never really a brick card, so only 2. Hopefully you get 1, and you start your combos off. And Illusion is right now probably the best Dark Magician card. I think it just helps with anything. Terraforming, Secret, Village, beats Runic 1 shot, makes him cry. 2 chicken game just for extra draw, and chicken game a lot of times serves as the perfect search for Soul Servant. You get exactly what you need, and also an extra +1 from Soul. The one Salvation, I played it at 2 for a little bit of a while, but you don't really want 2. 2 Eternal Soul, it's perfect, I think, ratio. The 2 Circles, you might be able to play it at 3. It's a preference thing. I think 2 is fine. Cosmic Cyclone was suggested by one of my homies, and I think it was one of the best decisions that I made, because a lot of the duels I went through, if I would Cosmic Cyclone that 1 card, they would just stop playing it, or they would scoop. Especially Runic, you get their Their field spell, a lot of them cry. 2 Call Back the Grave, mandatory god card. And of course 3 Soul Servant. You need your draws, you need your search, you need to put the card on top in case you don't got shit. The one secret of dark magic, you get your fusion quick. Sometimes it helps also to escape Veilers and Perms. Use that monster, boom, then you get the Dark Magician. Dark Magician is a really good card. The one skill drain, you don't want to see. Skill drain is like, if you got it, you might just win the duel, but sometimes it kind of backfires on the Dark Magician, especially if you don't have soul to ditch it out. It hurts. Summon Limit, one of the best cards for Dark Magician. You don't really always need that many unless you want to go for big combos, which is not very, because Dark Magician is a very controlled deck. Summon Limit stops Sprite, one shot, stops Matmech, stops a lot of the decks that just they want to do a lot of Pendulum, you know, these cards that you just want to keep summoning, keep them. Summon Limit, tell them to pause. And you know, extra deck, I always think extra deck is something personal. It depends on how the person plays, but me, I played the one Dark Magician Dragon. I had it at 2. You can put it at 2 back. I don't know, I just wanted to put IP for this specific format, because a lot of times, let's say I would get Demise and another monster and nothing else, but I would have Eternal Soul. You know, you can just IP, and you know, sometimes it just helps out. You know, you never know, you can go into Celine activate, in fact, get a card from it helped out, trust me. IP is good in a lot of time, and if you can switch some cards out, like, you know, I put 2 Dark Magician, you can put the Phoenix or the Unicorn, a lot of cards you can put. The one Chaos, the one Mysterion this card cheated a lot of people, man. You guys, I'll let you guys search it and read it and understand what it does. Basically, if you summon yourself, if your opponent summon up a monster, like either from hand or grave, it banishes it and every card that's similar to it on the field. So and this can be done very easily using Demise and Rod. Sometimes you don't have the Dark Magician or the Dark Magician Girl to go into other things, but this, and it's a spellcaster, so a couple duels I had Secret Village, I had Demise, I didn't have Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl or anything, but I had Rod probably got Eternal Soul or something else. I got these 2, Mysterion on the field, Secret Village, you can't use magic. If they special summon a monster from hand, banish. Super strong card. Very underrated, very good in the Dark Magician deck, and it works with also Veiler. It helped me out a lot with Veiler, with Chaos. Yeah, you know, it was a good card, man. Of course, the quintet that can be summoned by Magicalized Fusion, Demise, and Secret. So that's usually your OTK card or your FTK, like you're trying to, not FTK, but this definitely your OTK card. You're trying to, if you get him out, you blow up the field, or if the field's already blow up, you need that extra damage. He ends the game. You guys will see in the upcoming videos. And of course, man, Anima is very good. Works with Karibo, Soul, and Veiler. Take that monster, now you're mine. You know, to reset Rod, the Artemis IP, of course. The Predaplant for Magicalize end games, or if you know you don't have that big of a play, you get the Dark Magician on the field, and you have a pretty good you know, +1 draw, and if it gets destroyed, you get the Dark Magician Girl and Dark Magician back on the field. You know, takes out bricks from the deck. Charmer, very good, especially now there's a lot of dark monsters running crazy. Despia, Sprite has a lot of dark, so you get that card out, you take their monster, you go into Celine. Access code. BLS wins a lot of game. A lot of cards just can't get over BLS. They can't target them, so they can't destroy him, and they get it. You know, this card made a lot of people scoop. Runic can't really go over him unless they have other things, but can't target him, can't do nothing. This guy's just gonna go crazy, attack. Even if they have their little special summon, attack, banish, attack, banish, attack 2 times. There we go. Celine, probably one best spellcaster link monsters in the game. Helps Dark Magician do a little bit of everything, and goes, of course, into access code, man. Cavalry is Cavalry is only in the deck because I was playing Super Poly, and any hero or any warrior, you know, Super Poly with Dark Magician, get this guy and this guy. If a card targets a card, not even a target for destruction, it just targets the card, you negate destroy if you have extra cards in your hand. So I think I used it only once, but it's, you know, it's cute to have it in the deck, especially, you know, I'm playing as pure Dark Magician as possible. As you guys can see, my deck doesn't get carried by other archetypes and other cards. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. That was for last season. Definitely very viable this season as well if you guys want to test it out. I don't know how it's going to work with the new cards. I do have a deck right now that I'm using, currently Platinum 4. I'm going to showcase this a little bit later during the month. So thank you guys for tuning in. It's your boy Phil from RNO, and you know, Cog, King of Games, Dark Magician. Have a good day.